no, this is not me. I'm not supposed to be in this field at all.
What's the most favorite thing when it comes to construction for you?
When you work with your team and there's like strong collaboration.
Talking about future, digital transformation is playing a very key element in that.
Education, education, education. Strive for education.
Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of CBNME Connect. Today we are tapping into contracting industry, an essential part in the construction ecosystem. We will be speaking to Bishoy Edward, who is the COO of Dhabi Contracting. Let's see what interesting perspectives he has. Thank you, Bishoy, for joining us.
Thank you for visiting my office.
How are you?
Good, trying to survive this hot weather that we have today.
Before we start getting into the nitty-gritty of the contracting industry, I want to know about your journey and why did you choose construction as an industry where you want to build your career?
Okay, my journey was a very tough one because I started, my bachelor's was in pharmacy. So I studied 5 years in pharmacy and biotechnology in Egypt, in a German university. And after that, I came back to UAE because I was born and raised in UAE here. And when I came, I started in pharmacy actually. And it took me like a couple of months to know that, no, this is not me. I'm not supposed to be in this field at all. And it was funny because I studied 5 years. So, and then I started studying my business administration, my master's in business administration in Higher Colleges of Technology, HCT, in Abu Dhabi here. And this was my first point in actually thinking that, no, I actually should do a career change or a career shift. And my colleagues actually in the masters, they actually pushed me to do this career shift after they actually knew me one-to-one. And they said, no, Bishoy, your style, is not in pharmacy. You're supposed to work in something else. So I was like, okay, so my father, he works in the construction company, so why don't I follow his path? So I opened it up with my dad, and then he's like, okay, whatever you want, but it's not easy. So I was like, fine, let me try. So I started, and it was a success. So I actually followed my father's footsteps in this, and he supported me blindly. And of course, the owner of the company, His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak, he is my role model, so he supported me as well. And this is where I started. What
is the most important or the most favorite thing when it comes to construction for you?
For me, it's seeing the projects come to life. Because our projects aren't a month or two, they extend to maybe 2 years, sometimes 3. So as you go to the project, let's say every week, and then you find a huge difference. So this makes me fulfilled, and it's as if having a small baby and it's growing in front of you. So this is where I see my projects. Especially when you work with your team and there's like strong collaboration, and it doesn't stop for only duty timings. No, so after the duty timings we actually go out for lunch or dinner or so and so. So it makes us as a family, which is perfect for the project as well.
When we're talking about projects, what are some of the most interesting projects, crazy projects, or the most difficult or challenging projects that you've worked so far, and how is that journey?
Okay, we had one mega project which is in Ruwais. It was 663 villas. It was like around 4 billion dirham project, and it was difficult because of the location. Ruwais is far from here. It's like 3 hours drive by car. So if you go by bus, it's like 4 or 5 hours. So we had to make our camps there, and logistics-wise, and the peak during the construction was around 10,000 employees, including our subcontractors and suppliers. So it was difficult to actually manage them all as one body moving together. And of course, in the heat, and sometimes unfortunately we had some strikes from the laborers and stuff. So the coordination was difficult. It wasn't easy. But with the help of God, of course, the project moved smoothly and we finished it on time. And we got an achievement from ADNOC, and this was a success. Another project recently was the waterfront project, which is close by. It's in the heart of Abu Dhabi. And it was tricky because we got hit in the middle of Corona and COVID. So it was during the COVID era, and unfortunately, if like one of the employees catches COVID, us or the subcontractor or the suppliers, then the whole team cannot come to the site, and we had to do the social distancing and the protocols, as everyone is well aware. So this was time draining as well, and there was a huge delays for things which was used to come, let's say, in 3-4 months. Then it came after 7-8 months. But the client was very understanding, and thank God the project moved as well. It finished, but not on time. But we have not taken any LDs have been applied on us or whatever. So thank God.
There's also something which not a lot of people talk about, but is also very important, is the uncertainty aspect. From a construction ecosystem point of view, and as a contractor, how do you tackle that?
Me personally, I do something called risk management, risk assessment, which of course most of the people do it. I hope they do. So I do it because when I started in this field, I started without knowing anything because I'm a pharmacist, so I'm not an engineer based. So when I started my first project, I had so many issues, so many problems, so many risks that I personally encountered in the beginning of my career. And I always, after every single project, I make a small paper called lessons learned of the project. Then I take this lessons learned and I move forward with this lessons learned to the other projects. And I share them with my colleagues and my team members, so that if this problem happened, then it's not advisable to make it happen again. The same with my other team members. So if I have some, let's say 5-6 lessons learned, my other team members have similar lessons learned, then we add them all, we compile them, then it's sent to all the team members, which then makes things move smoothly for the future projects.
Now, when we're talking about future, digital transformation is playing a very key element in that. How are you adapting automation or different technological advancements, and what's your take on that?
Us, we use something called the BIM. The BIM modeling is it's not something new, but we have actually enforced it to be applied in all of our projects, as it gives you a 3D design of how all the services will be prior of actually commencing on the site. So any clashes or issues arise earlier, so that the site team are well aware of these issues prior of doing it, and then it actually saves time, it saves money, it saves lots of issues. And including as well, we also have something called the BMS, Building Management System, which is all the ACs are being closed at certain times, so it makes the whole building very energy efficient.
Now, energy efficient and sustainability, what's your take on that?
Okay, we are members of the Emirates Environmental Group, and as a matter of fact, just last week we have recycled 3 tons of paper, and we have planted, I guess, 3 trees. Yes, the number is small, but it's part of our initiative for sustainability. So this is one, and also we have many projects which have been taken green awards, green sustainability awards, and one of our projects is Al Imarat Park. It's a well-known project in Abu Dhabi, which we have taken Istidama Pearl 2. And one of our existing projects is in JLT in Dubai. We have a zero wastage initiative in which all our steel, our concrete products are recycled throughout the project.
But do you think sustainability is going to be changing the outlook of the industry in the future?
Yes, of course, because without sustainability, this means that we actually do not care about the environment. And this is, to me, I think it's selfish to not think of others. Since I was young, I was committed, no, that I should make a change to this and I should help the earth or the world to actually, we need to make an effort in stopping this and because everyone needs to survive. It will not be fair enough to that we just survive and we live a very posh life and then we just don't care about others around us.
And I also want to understand, if you had to talk about construction industry in the next 20 years, what are you expecting out of it?
Personally, our grounds here is that we're opening another branch of our company. It's called Dhabi Real Estate, and we already started in it. And this building that we are in now, it's owned by us. So we took the plot of land and we started constructing this building and we started selling or renting the flats. So this is our plan as a company. So we're working for ourselves now. So before we used to just construct the buildings as a contractor, as a main contractor, but now we're working as a developer. Not of course as a big scale as the other developers who are well known, but as a smaller scale for us. So we started with Raha, and this is our second building in Saadiyat, and we're moving on with this.
You know, you are also wearing a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder. When it comes to team leadership, how do you manage? And what's your protein shake for that? Is in a simple words, if I ask you.
Okay, for me, I'm an open book. So I just want my targets to be done. Targets as in programs to be met. So the program is of course studied by the project manager, agreed with the planners and with the consultant, the client, so on. After it's approved, I have a copy of it on my desk. And the target is that this program to be met. How is it to be met? This is not my problem. But I'm always there for my team. So my door is always opened. We have a glass initiative in the project, in the offices, that everyone can see everyone, and then they can come anytime they want. They can knock on the door. I have WhatsApp groups made in all the projects, and I'm there. All the team members are there. So anyone who has an issue just can text me simply. I go to the sites nearly daily. So anyone can easily approach me and tell me, look, Bishoy, I have this 1, 2, 3 issue. I need your help. I need your assistance with the consultant, with the client. I quickly go. I quickly tackle this issue and close it. So this is one of the initiatives. Another initiative is that we more or less we do like team building initiatives. Like we go to the beach, we go play football, soccer. So it's more or less not only I try personally not to make it as if, okay, we come here from 8 to 5 and that's it. No, it's more or less we're coming as a family. So we come here, we spend most of our time in the office, as you or as everyone. We spend most of our time in the office because we go back home, we spend a couple of hours, then we eat, we sleep, then we come back to work. So if you actually calculate it, we spend half of our time at work, at our workplace. So it's very important to have a nice environment. So this is where we have a nice environment, friendly environment, and everyone is welcome to. Even I actually have sometimes I actually have lunch, breakfast with my team.
And lastly, if you had to say something to the younger Bishoy who was contemplating whether to leave pharmacy and get into construction, what would you tell him now?
Education, education, education. So strive for education. Me, I finished 4 master's degree until now, and I'm working on my PhD as we speak. So it's very important, it's very pivotal. Never stop. And be resilient. For me, resilience is very important because being resilient actually doesn't make you stop where problems come to you. I have challenges every single day, trust me. And I just don't say no to the challenges when they come to me. Actually, I take them with a very happy smile. And I work hard to make myself solve this issue or solve this problem with, of course, my team members. Me alone, I cannot succeed. Let's agree. Anyone in the top of the pyramid of any company will never succeed if he's alone. It's a never one-man show. So it's usually all the team members. Like soccer, there are 12 members. So not only the attacker who can get the goal, it's actually through the defense and then through the midfield. Then the attacker, he actually gets this goal. So I can say that without my labors, who at the bottom of this pyramid, without them, I will not succeed. The company will not succeed.
Great. Thank you so much, Bishoy. It was lovely speaking to you, and I hope the viewers are going to really like this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.